We all had different coloured crotches. And I was the one that got the red crotch. And I was
Oh
just like,
no, no,
this isn't
no.
flattering.
No, no, not a fire crotch. No, no, no.
I know.
Welcome to Couch Surfing, the show where lovely guests look back at their big roles, their little roles, and everything in between. I'm here, social distancing, with Olivia Cooke. Olivia, how you doing?
Hi, Lola. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You ready to surf?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it. It's going to be fun, I promise.
It's only children he likes to bully.
My accent. There's me doing a crying scene being like, am I going to get Oscar nominated?
You should have been nominated for that slap. You slapped the ish out of her. That was good.
Know. This was my second ever job in the whole entire world. So I barely remember that, just being very nervous and very aware of my voice and slipping over words and feeling like my tongue was too fat for my mouth.
Was your goal to only work on that side of the pond, or did you always want to hop across international waters?
I had no goal in mind at all. I just was like,
I just want to work.
Yeah, I was just like, just happy to be here, you know. And then 2 jobs after that one, I got Bates Motel. So then was flown to Vancouver, where I spent 5 months. And, I was only 9 months into my professional career as an actor. So
wait, I'm sorry. Did someone say Bates Motel?
just also, yeah.
I got so nervous down there. I wanted to come up and see you guys.
This is me playing high when I'd never been high before.
Wait, you'd never been high?
I was 18. I'd binge drink a lot, but marijuana wasn't in my repertoire at that point.
Oh my God, same. And your character, Emma, makes it to the end. Yay!
Yeah, she survived. Yeah. It's a bit rough along the way.
Yeah, it was a little complicated. Were you satisfied with her character arc?
I was really shocked. I was like, God, she's had a double lung transplant.
Right.
And then within a year, she's had a baby. I was like, she's a miracle of science.
She really is.
And no, I was really happy. I was happy that she ended up with Dylan, the brother, because he's a nice boy. And she didn't end up being one of, Norman's bodies in the basement.
All right, let's keep surfing. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Apply to Pittsburgh Station. Right now. Apply early.
So you play the titular dying girl. How did you prepare to take on such dark material?
I mean, first of all, the writing was so amazing. This was one of the first scripts that I'd read where I was like, I don't know if I have to do any acting whatsoever, because it was just such a joy to say those words. And then Alfonso and we researched the type of leukemia that Rachel had and went to a few children's wards and spoke to doctors and patients alike to try and get it really as accurate as we possibly could.
Right.
And then, it was just such a joy to work on that set. We handle some really heavy material, but oh God, it was one of the best experiences I've ever had on the set.
You famously shaved your head for this role. Was that an easy decision for you, or did that take some convincing?
No, I think once they said to me, if you have a bald cap, Olivia, you're going to spend 4 hours in the makeup chair every morning. I was like, then let's just shave it off. I value sleep more than my hair.
Up next.
The technique.
That was so funny because I didn't know if I was going to be able to at all. So they had all these little tricks and shots set up just so they can cut away, and then I'll be able to maybe they'll run in with the tear stick But then we just got it, and then I felt really proud of myself.
Was crying on command something that you could already do, or did you have to learn this technique? Because it feels like this is one that actors eventually have in their back pocket, but I don't know.
I mean, I don't have a technique. I just think of sad things and then get sad and then cry. But then,
Oh, gosh,
as you can tell, I didn't go to drama school. But then when you're on the spot like that, you don't know if you're going to be able to get there. But yeah, I mean, it worked. And then my mum watched this film and she was like, oh, Olivia, I just loved it. I mean, it's just you. I was like, what do you mean? It's just you? And she,
Wait a minute.
yeah. And
what?
she's like, I mean, it's just you. It's just like, you're just playing yourself. And I was like, oh,
No.
what? I was like, what film have you just watched?
Welcome back to Couch Surfing. I'm still here with Olivia Cooke. Olivia, shall we continue?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm thinking about it too literally. The lead not taken.
I mean,
the lead paladin
it
didn't
doesn't
take.
get
It
much
was
bigger
pure.
than a Spielberg blockbuster. What was it like to step on that set?
Nerve-wracking. I mean, every day. And we were on set for 5 months. You know, you arrived on set and then someone had announced that Stephen's on his way, and everyone, I mean, it was all a bit like, ooh, the boss is on his way, and the set design was just out of this world, massive.
I also hear craft services on sets like this are also really elaborate and fantastic. Was that the case as well for you?
I mean, we were still filming in London, so it was not as good as what you get in America. But we had a coffee truck that did smoothies, which was nice.
That's fancy.
Yeah.
I like that. This movie had a ton of mocap as well. Did the experience make you want to do more projects like this, or have you retired your ball-covered leotard for good?
I mean, you know, if Stephen calls again and wants me to do some more motion capture, then I might think about it. But
You might.
I mean, it's just not flattering at all.
All right, up next.
What the hell, Carla? Who is this?
I'm so sorry if we were being.
I've actually never seen this episode.
What's your name?
So, what made you say yes to this project at this point in your career? Hot Priest, Ed Sheeran, both?
You know what? A Hot Priest. I mean, Andrew Scott is an incredible actor, and I was a big fan of him. But Fleabag hadn't come out yet. I think he just filmed it before he came to film this.
Really?
So we were yet to know what was about to happen.
And Carla, your character, becomes a surrogate for a gay couple. They find her, she's actually homeless. And you actually have to fake give birth on camera, which doesn't seem like it's easy. What's the key to making that look convincing?
I mean, we've got a show here in England called One Born Every Minute, where there are cameras set up in a hospital and you see these mothers go through labour and childbirth, which has been something that I have watched since I was like 14. Really? So I think maybe just that has seeped into me, and I can maybe huff and puff a bit more.
All right, up next.
Say it, Ruby, or all of this is for. Say it. Promise. Go back there right now. Promise. Say
Very
it.
intense.
That was fantastic. That scene is so powerful. And this film, the reviews have been incredible. Critics can't get enough of it. Could you feel that something special was happening when you were filming?
It did feel quite sparkly when we were on set. And just, I think what was asked of us, Darius wanted it to feel so authentic and just as real as it could possibly be. And so when you're living that, you can't really feel that you're acting, and also acting opposite Riz, who's just so tremendous. I mean, watching him perform, I knew that he was going to have such a journey with this film anyway, but I don't think I expected it to turn out as beautiful as it did.
You also cut your hair yet again for this film. Is that now written into your contract?
I was so reticent because I'd just gotten it to a length after Me and Own Dying Girl, where I was like, all right, let's just stop messing now. Yeah. Let's just leave it. And then Darius was like, for the end, Olivia, I really think you should come back with a really dramatic makeover. I really think you should cut your hair. And I was like, do we think so? Do we think that? Really? Will people be able to recognise her? And he was like,
I don't know if my character would do that.
Yeah, you know what? Like, I just don't think she believes in haircuts, actually. I think that's why she's like Samson. That's why she gets her strength.
Yes.
And then he just pulled my arm and I was like, fine.
Up next.
This is an ongoing argument that we've been having, and we're just about to get
so
into it.
Weird hearing my accent on screen because I've not done it since I was 18.
You use your actual accent in this movie, which is probably surprising for a lot of audiences. How freeing was it to be able to do that?
Super free, to the point where I came off set and I was like, I don't think I really did anything then. But
right, because I would imagine having to don a different accent automatically makes you feel like you're putting in more effort because in a way you are, in a way.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people have been surprised to find out that this pandemic set movie was actually filmed way before any of us knew about COVID-19. Has the way you view this film changed now that we're all living in a real life global pandemic?
Yeah, I mean, I probably would have done better acting if I'd, known and had experienced something like this.
Listen, you are a remarkable actress, and it's been incredible to watch you you're just getting started.
Thank you. I wasn't fishing, I promise.
No, were you little fishing?
Oh, maybe. It is so bizarre because, when we filmed the film, we're like, oh my God, this is so science fiction. Like, how do we possibly relate? And now, a mere 9 months later, we were hearing about COVID-19 in Wuhan, and I was like, you're joking. You've got to be joking. Yeah.
Olivia, thanks for surfing by. Little Fish is in theaters and on demand now. See you next time on Couch Surfing. Bye.